There are only three things that two numbers can be to each other. Two numbers can be equal to one another. One number can be greater than another. One number can be less than another. We use the below symbols to illustrate those axioms, equal to, less than, and greater than. Let's move on to the quadratic formula. Some equations that describe points cannot be factored because the solutions are irrational numbers. Because many equations have this problem, most people just use the quadratic equation by default. Let's take this problem, example 86.1, where here we have a circle equation and a line equation. We're going to take the linear equation and we're going to solve for y, and then we're going to square it so that we can substitute it into the circular equation for y squared. That gives us x squared plus x minus 4 once we do everything that we need to do to get it down to its most reduced form. Now that we have it in descending order of the variable, we can identify our a, b, and c terms and sub them into the quadratic formula. And that allows us to solve for x as -1 plus or minus the square root of 17 over 2. Now that we've solved for x, we go back to our linear equation and we substitute in for x to solve for both of the y values. First, we use the plus value of -1/2 plus the square root of 17 over 2 plus 1. And then we use -1/2 minus the square root of 17 over 2 plus 1. And that allows us to solve for the 2 points. Even though they are irrational numbers, we are able to illustrate them. Let's review. The trichotomy axiom says that numbers are either equal to, greater than, or less than one another, or some combination thereof. It is typically faster and easier to solve using the quadratic formula, and since so many are unfactorable, most people default to using the quadratic formula anyway. Whenever we solve for x, remember to substitute to solve for y as well, and use both the plus and minus forms of the x term. As always, thanks for joining us at Jupiter Math. For more information about our math programs, contact learning@edugraphics.com.